Sure. Okay, I'd like to call the meeting, the Cemetery Association to order. First item is approval of the last meeting's minutes, January 31st. Anyone have any questions?
So move.
Second. All in favor, all opposed? Abstained. Okay. On the budget, brought up last week, is Bruce trying to get in on Zoom?
He's not, I don't think.
No, he's not available
Okay,
today.
okay. Talked about increasing the cremation fees from 300 to 350 weekdays and from 400 to 450 on weekends. Okay, this is due to the amount of time that's involved with working with all the folks going, identifying the lots, picking them out and going back and forth and helping them with the paperwork that the funeral directors would normally do.
That was to 350, 450.
Correct. Motion?
What are the other towns doing, you know?
We did that last year. We had,
Feel like they're more. if I remember.
we were right in the middle. We weren't as high as some, but not as low as others. But yeah, we did a evaluation. No, I got that way back there. But yeah,
Yeah, I do, but.
when we did the rates last time, we went through, let's see here. Yeah, we got them here someplace. I did a whole spreadsheet,
So to be buried and cremated, and to be $950, right?
yeah,
No, for free, and 500 for a resident to buy a plot and $350 for cremation in, right?
yeah, that's just for the, you want to identify it and putting for the burial on top
I
of it.
understand.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Why not go 400 and 500?
We could,
Cremation, weekend, but 100 each up. Cause it is taking a lot of
Yeah.
extra manpower or whatever.
well, back in last year, we went ahead and, looked at all the graves and all the rates. The cremations, like Rockport was 350. And the residents and then non-residents was 1,000. So they did it like that. Lincolnville was 250 and then 350 on weekends and holidays. Rockland was 310, and then weekend and holidays was 410. So we were kind of right in the middle. So,
I would like to make, if I could, another motion that would just go 100 each, just go up $100. That would be 500 for residents for, wait, not 500, 900 for a weekday and 400 for the cremation weekday, correct?
yep, 900, yep. 900 and 1,000.
And that should make things go for a while.
Yep.
You know, constantly. The things to do.
I know. Okay, so the motion is, now you didn't want to touch the grave, this is just for the openings.
But that's what you talked about.
Right, opening, so you want to go with,
$100 more each one.
okay, weekday openings be 900. Weekend and holiday, 1,000. Cremations, weekday 400, weekend and holiday 500.
Yes.
All those in favor? All those opposed? So voted. Okay, last time we talked about grub control for Oak Hill was needed for this year, and we had put in a plug number of $3,000. I actually got a quote $3,822. So I'd like to change that line item in the budget, 5502-3027 to 3822.
So move.
Second.
All those in favor? All those opposed?
3822.
3822. The only other thing I have is in the discussion with Oak Hill. I found a survey that was done back in '94. That we registered with the Registry of Deeds. And talked to, Gatland Dorsey about taking that information along with all the current lot layouts we have on Oak Hill North, along with a 2-foot contour, topo done with LiDAR, and create a new plan, and the cost would be $850. That would help us in developing path forward for what we want to do for that property. Have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? All opposed? So voted. Great. Now the rest of the budget, we had questions last time on the increase of the town maintenance contract. It went from 51,100 to 64,700. It's quite an increase all at once, but after talking to Jody, she explained, why don't you let you guys talk about it then?
I'll
Oh, yeah.
start real quick, I'll go over the increase the increase represents, so we have one full timer that mows the cemeteries. And we're finding that, a half a full-time person helping is needed. And we actually did this last year, and the town, paid for that. But we need to make
Catch up.
this, recognize this in the cemetery budget, so that's the wages. We'll share that person with Parks and Rec for those 7 months out of the year. And so that's wages, benefits, health insurance,
Yeah.
retirement. So that's the numbers part. And then Holly and Rochelle are here.
Yep.
You already hired the half person, whatever?
He's been on staff with us.
Hold on, please.
Yeah, he's been in parks, and so
Yeah.
he's bouncing back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, my understanding was a year and a half or 2 years ago, we had an employee that retired. So a new person that got hired at a higher salary, and we carried him through year before last, and then this year.
Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because-
But seeing it all at once without any explanation, it was just kind of shocking. But while we got you guys here, you have the floor.
Go ahead, Rochelle.
Well, Jody explained it.
No, I meant about the regular mowing in general, you know, it's,
Yeah,
it's been very good. I mean, we've been very happy last year. Previous year, we had some issues, but it seemed like we got some people up there that have been doing a very good job. There's not as much damage to the stones this year. So that was very good.
I think that was the difference between having a full-time person there that works for the town full-time as opposed to hiring the part-time seasonal
Yeah.
people. That's what makes a
Yeah.
difference.
So what is the duties of this person after the fall?
They go into full-time snowball mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the snowball is sharing,
We share all of
then-
our parks, and at the end of, at the beginning of November, they shift over to snowball budget.
it used to be 5 months, wasn't it? And
It's
one-
5 and 7.
Right.
Yep.
Still is?
Yep.
Okay.
But the other person, it really is not just one person, it's like 3 or 4 different people mowing.
I'm surprised that 2 people can mow that in a week.
But they can't.
Oh,
No,
can't.
no, but it is,
So
it's others.
so I think, the reality is to expect another increase next year.
Yeah.
Cause they can't. Oak Hill, yes, Mountain View, no. Mountain View's
A lot
just
more trimming.
so much more. It takes, what were you telling me,
It takes, 2 people, 40 hours a week to do Mountain View. And that's your basics, but when we add like trimming the vines around the tombstone and also taking care of the shrubs and stuff, it takes a little bit longer. And then it takes about 3 people to do like leaf cleanup.
Yeah.
so we anticipate that there will likely be an increase again next year to cover that, so we can keep doing a good job. We
Yeah.
don't wanna do a
Yeah.
half job.
Yeah. Now, what about, you guys have any downtime in any of your maintenance activities, or you all full bore all the time?
Yeah, when we're not doing
Okay.
park stuff, there's other,
Okay,
there's snowball things that need to get done as well.
Okay.
And that's increasing,
Yeah, the lift maintenance and
Yeah.
we've been doing more trail work and
we're stretched pretty thin.
We're putting the snowmobiles away, right, in the end of the year? Instead of leaving them out in the middle of the trail for the rest of the year.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, maybe a few changes along the lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. So Jody, what do you need from us on the,
Chip, before we do that, the 850 for Gartley Dorsey, what's that going under?
that'd be Oak Hill North Development,
Thank you.
because that would be development for that whole property. And basically what that is, just a compilation of all those plans. So I put them in one spot with a topo. I think we have some information that separate, that we haven't added to that Mike Farmer did way back in around 2000 as part of the development for the whole parcel. There was a development plan somewhere down in your basement here for expanding into the rest of the property in different sections.
Yeah.
So that we have a long-term plan to move that in that way. And then with the last proposal, they wanted to do the green burials. There again, that's something that with state laws, we're gonna have to find out more about that, and big concern about the water table, because the water table is high up there, so. Right now it doesn't look feasible, but
If I may, you did make, I saw you make some comments about the irrigation problems of the flood, the problems on the backside of Mountain View.
right, like last meeting, yes, we looked at, we had a topo done. A plan, we sent that on to, Public Works. Waiting to meet and find out what the recommendation would be to proceed with that as far as filling or ditching or drainage, what kind of.
Looks like I think a little bit of everything. 'Cause-
Yeah, possibly. But then once we decide how we want to get the recommendation, how to proceed, then we'll have to get that engineered. But with the information that, Libby's are coming up with for the identification of each lot and lay that out. Because if we do that, we won't have to raise all those stones. Would make it a heck of a lot easier to mow it, because they would all be nice and raised up and lined up and. So would be
You
easy.
don't have to do anything with the grades, right, themselves.
No,
They'll
no,
be all right,
this is
okay.
a stone, headstone, which could be go down 4 feet for the footings and stuff, but. Yeah, it can be a fairly extensive project,
I know, cause I was up there for Harold's funeral, I noticed it was, that's a while ago,
yeah,
it was pretty bad.
but whether we take the drainage down the center of the road. Or however we do it, but there again, it's, once we develop a plan on that, we would probably get someone with a ground penetrating radar. Just to scan it, to make sure that we weren't gonna find anything, any surprises. And then go from there.
Okay. So what did you put into the budget to do for that next year?
Nothing yet, because we don't have
Any numbers?
any numbers, or, I mean, we could take a guess, but it would
Well, you're gonna need some engineering stuff, aren't you?
possibly, would have to go out to bid and get, we'll have to talk and get some engineering, once we find out what Dave recommends. Then we'll go ahead and put a number, and we can bring it back to the committee. And there again, these funds can come right out of our funds and
Mhm.
we'll just go from there.
Okay, thank you.
So. You need anything else to come up with?
So your budget, is at $154,442. I supplemented it with 25% from the Oak Hill Trust.
Yeah.
And 75% from the Mountain View Trust.
Yeah.
So if you want to, vote on the total budget, then.
Did you do that 850?
Well, I thought the 850 was gonna be spent out of this current year.
Can be if we have it.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So your bottom line is 154,442, and if you guys want to, if you're comfortable to vote, and
Second? Second. All those in favor? All opposed? So voted.
thank you.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that, you know, the crew did a great job up there. We're very pleased with that. So thank you very much. So,
Did we previously make determination on what we're gonna do this spring with overgrown shrubs?
that was, should have been already in the budget to take that out. We just gotta go up there and mark it out and
Of which ones
to do it.
we're gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of suckers up there, a lot of,
Oh, yeah.
lot of overgrown.
A lot of great markers you can't even see.
Yeah,
Shrubs are overgrown around it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of good comments about how it looks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it looks
Yeah,
great.
stones are beautiful.
Yeah, and the first thing would be go ahead and cut them. And then worry about the stumps. I mean, some of them, the stumps, to remove the stumps are gonna disturb the headstones.
Yeah.
So. It's just gone so fast.
Well, some of that be done to get that road back, won't it? Well, cause some of that road is every which way.
Oh, going across, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But those are all other projects.
Oh, I know that, I know
Be
that.
down the road to, you know, level that up and repave it. Before we do that, what'd be really good is to go ahead and level all of those grave sites so
Yeah.
that when you're mowing, you know, it's not as
Right.
rough. And the contour's a lot easier to push with those mowers.
Hmm.
So. Anything else?
Next meeting.
Sure, next meeting is when?
May, April, June.
Wow.
Well,
That's the next quarter.
right, when do you guys start mowing again?
May.
May? So why don't we do one in the middle of May?
Sure.
May what?
31st.
That's not the middle.
Can't do that.
14th,
You'll miss your 4-day weekend if we do that.
That's true. That's right. Gotta keep that in consideration.
May 14th.
Sure.
That coincided with select board meeting. Shouldn't. Second Tuesday.
My mother's flowers still hanging in there.
We messed
Oh, they
up
all
on
gone.
the weeks.
Every weekend.
She used to have them so that when one went away, the next one's a blooming. It was
Yeah.
always a continuous.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
if anybody has any more questions of Holly and Rochelle, or any cemetery
No.
maintenance questions?
No, it was, how's the new mower working out?
It's been amazing.
Good.
They're able to clean up instead of having the grass clippers and stones.
Now, out behind that little building there, there's still a lot of debris out there, is that?
Yeah, Ted cleaned up a lot of
Okay.
it, but there's still an old trailer, I think, that previous had left there that.
Okay.
Where are
He
you?
cleaned out a lot of it.
Yeah, up to Mountain View. Up behind the little work shed, but to keep the mower.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just keep the mower and the weed whackers in there, or, yeah. So, and everything else good up to, Oak Hill?
Yeah, Oak Hill's pretty easy.
Yes.
I'll be watching someday up there, so just remember that.
The things you might see.
No worries, things that you might see, he's already done that, so.
Yeah.
Motion to adjourn,
So moved. Second.
all in favor, all opposed? Thank you. Short and sweet.